Hi and welcome to my very awkward intro. My name is Susan / Bambi and this is Bambi's Rambles. How are we, friends? Are we good? That's good. And if you're not okay, that's okay too. The video, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome. But I do notice a lot of people that are returning to my content sometimes aren't subscribed. So I really don't want to be one of those people to be like, subscribe, but subscribe, please. It would really help the channel out because we are so close to 3,000 subscribers, which some people might say is not very big at all, which, okay, it's not. But if you sat yourself in a gymnasium and there were 3,000 people there who knew who you were and at one point or another liked your content or liked the things you do on YouTube, that's a lot of fucking people. So I ain't gonna sneeze at that. I ain't gonna, you know, anything to that. I think that's amazing and I'm incredibly grateful for every single one of you. So we're really close there. So subscribe, share, get your friends to subscribe, whatever you can do to help out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm gonna shut up now. So let's get into the topic of today's video. Okay, I'll give you a bit of background and then we'll get into what you see in the title. So I have not wanted to do any more Creepshow art content. I have done enough. So I went and, you know, I was like doing other content and I kept having people ask me, please do another Creepshow art video, please do another Creepshow art video. And I thought about it and I was like, all right, let's take another look at this Google Doc, look deeper into it and all that sort of stuff. And I had a really interesting thought and I didn't know whether I actually wanted to post this video. As you can see, most likely I'm uncomfortable with posting this video. And the reason why I am uncomfortable with posting this video is because I thought to myself, I've thought a lot of things before other people have thought them or have vocalized them or have seen them. I was one of the first people that had brought out a Creepshow art video and I got a lot of hate on that video. But it eventually aged like fine wine. And I've had that happen with a couple of my videos as well. This one was a very tricky one for me to want to get out, but I was talking to my husband and he's like, look, I know you. When you think something, when you want to talk about something, you're not going to let it go. And you should really just get it out there. And if it is something where you lose subscribers, people hate you, you get cancelled, okay. But at least I was honest with myself and that is something that I always want to do on my channel. Okay, so I put out a post on my channel that said something along the lines of, okay, I'm looking back in the Google Doc, blah, blah, blah. And I put something in there to test the theory of what I'm trying to say here. And I put out this thing saying, has anyone looked into the timeline or anything like that to do with what Emily Artful has put out there, what Shannon has put out there, and how there's a lot of inconsistencies? A lot of my beautiful subscribers were just basically saying, why would you question her? Don't question her. Not every devil needs an advocate, all those sorts of things, which is a response that I'd be quite honest with you, I loved seeing that reaction, right? I loved it because it gets to the bigger picture of where I'm coming from. I know this sounds like a long-winded one, but I want to... Anyway, so... And a lot of people say, why are you questioning Emily Artful? She's, you know... And I was like, okay. Now... Which was a good response from people. I wanted that response. Because I wanted to put something out here and I want you guys to just hear it. And if you unsubscribe from me and hate my channel, please know that I just have to put out there what I think and feel, what I feel like people are kind of missing from the bigger picture on the internet. So when some people were questioning Emily Artful, such as the Commentary Bros or Tommy C or anything like that, they were questioning Emily Artful. Everyone went bam. Like, everyone went nuts. Everyone was like, can't believe you're questioning this, blah, 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 blah. Remember that? When I brought that up, same sort of sentiment in my community tab, I got the same response. I lost subscribers that day, and I lost about maybe 6 subscribers that day, so I feel like I may have upset some people with that, and that was never my intention. I never want to do that to anybody, but I'm making a point here. I'm getting there, I promise you. So whilst everyone is angry at the fact that we are looking at people questioning or having questions, concerns, anything like that to do with Emily Artful's trauma, SA, substance issues, anything like that, okay? Everyone loses their mind. But are we keeping the same energy all over the internet? I don't think so. Because, and here comes the painful part, our creator has done this. Like a full deep dive of this. The way that Shannon did. Right? The way that Shannon did. Less stalkerish. Just the same level of, like, dismissing everything. Right? And that's Mysterious. Mysterious actually did that to Trisha Paytas. I can see every thumbs down going up right now. I can see everyone getting mad. I can see this. I'm not trying to make anyone angry. What I'm trying to get you to see is sometimes I feel like morality on the internet switches up very, very quickly. And I am not opposed to the idea that I've done these things. I think it's a normal human reaction to an extent. When we like someone, we look past a lot of their bad shit. When we don't like someone, we want to point out every single thing that is wrong with that person. But we need to remember SA, trauma, X, Y, and Z, it's low-hanging fruit. And we care about Emily Artful. We hate Shannon. So it's unacceptable. But we hate Trisha Paytas, so it's okay. That's the bit, and let me say something here. It is never okay to question Emily Artful about certain things that she's been questioned and people have got upset about. It's not nice to question Trisha Paytas on certain things. It is the same for everybody because it is very, very personal, traumatic things for certain people, right? And if you want to say certain things weren't on the internet, so you couldn't, so it's not true what Trisha said, we have Petty Page videos, we have other videos, we have a lot of people that can really, really talk to you about this. And quite frankly, I, in my humble opinion, do not think that that was an avenue that should have been taken and should ever be taken on the internet. That is my honest thoughts. And I say that with no disrespect for anybody. I really, really, and I actually went and spoke to Emily Artful. I sent her a DM on Twitter and I was like, okay, so some people are talking about inconsistencies in regards to your sober dates, or they seem to change, or things like that. Once talking to Emily Artful, she did explain to me that there were different substances at different times, different dates where she stopped and started. And guess what? I already knew that because I could see that from a human element. I could see that, right? I feel like Emily Artful made a full change into the woman she is today once she became a mother, found her feet, found her strength, and I think that she's incredibly remarkable because you know, she's had a lot of things on the internet thrown at her and made it, and it's almost sad in a way to see that a lot of her you know, crazier adolescent moments are now all put together into one category to make her look and seem a certain way. I find that upsetting, because I don't feel like that should have been something that Shannon should have done. But I also feel the same way in regards to Trisha Paytas. And I can't lie to you guys about that. When I was looking into this new Google Doc stuff, that's all I kept thinking, because it was so much of stuff that I feel that Shannon should not have touched on. And I know that a lot of you agree with that. But then there's some of you that don't feel that same way about Trisha Paytas. And that's fine. I'm not here to change minds. I don't want people in my comments trying to change my mind. I'm not going to change my mind. You can tell me, well, this was a school thing, this was this was this. I know both stories fully. Like, I know both stories, and my stance will not change. And I have to be honest about that, because I have to keep the same energy. I have to, with this topic and how it makes me feel. And it made me feel sad for Trisha Paytas, and it made me feel sad for Emily Artful. And I could sit here and I could show you guys, you know, the deranged new leaks of Shannon from Nicholas Diorio. Instead, I will just link Nicholas Diorio down below. You can go and watch that video. You probably already have. You know, Omnia does great Creepshow art videos. There's a lot of channels that do amazing work. And I will only ever come back on my channel when I feel like I have a large amount of opinion or something to state on this. And I went into this as someone that wanted to do something that a lot of my subscribers have asked for, which is look into these Google Docs, look into this information, find all this stuff out, you know, do my normal thing. And I just sat there and I just had the same thought over and over, and I've really been trying to avoid filming it, not because I don't stand by it, but because I don't want to upset anyone on my channel. I don't want my subscribers to feel disrespected or anything like that. I just feel like maybe we can just take, you know, hindsight is 20/20. Let's just have that for a minute. You know, Shannon was kicked off the internet for a second time, cancelled a second time for doing this. Mysterious was nominated for a Steamy by Ethan and Healer. Like, come on guys, please, can we just, do we see it? Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember to like, subscribe, send a pigeon, keep the same energy, and I will see you guys very soon for the next one. Let me know down below what you want to see. I have been thinking about doing a deep dive on Girl Defined, but you know me, I end up having 75 video ideas, so I want to go with what you guys want to see. And I'm sorry I don't have any makeup on today. I'm really, really tired and it's really, really hot. Anyway, mwah, bye guys.